Tim and Amanda hanging with you in the morning. And we have Corporal Daryl Myers. He is an electrical equipment repair specialist up at Camp Hansen. And you're probably wondering, what is an electrical equipment repair specialist doing on the wave in the morning? Well, Daryl is also a musician, and he put together a CD in his barracks room. Now you're thinking, CD in your barracks room? You know? How good can that be? Mm-hmm. Well, I put it together with my boom box and a guitar. No, he put it together. Very professional. He's from Mobile, Alabama. He's got the Memphis Blues. You ever heard that song?
Yes, I have.
All right, welcome to the show, Daryl.
Good morning, by the way.
Good morning.
Now, got down here. Did someone give you a ride down here? You drive, right?
I extended, so I got the privilege of having a car.
Good man. There you go.
Oh, and by the way, it's Camp Schwab, not Hansen.
Camp Schwab. Did I say Hansen?
Yes, you did.
Oh, I'm
That's
sorry.
okay. I know how it is.
Okay, yeah.
Shoot the DJ.
Shoot the DJ. All right, and I'm supposed to be training Amanda. Whee. Okay, let's talk about your music. How did you, did you grow up in a musical house?
Pretty much. I don't just listen to country, I like country. I kind of like a little bit of everything. I said I grew up, so I mainly got country influences from my mother, my father, and everything, listening to their old country favorites, George Jones, Conway Twitty, stuff like that.
Don Williams.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then,
All right.
And then my brother, he was a rocker in the '70s, so I kind of got like the Eagles and like the Doors and stuff like that from him. And then growing up my own, I listened to just regular top 40 type stuff, all the great 80 cheesy songs,
Well, why country music? What made you just
Well, it seemed like
country?
I got into singing, and I liked to sing, and it seemed like everything I sang came out country, so I figured I'd stick with that.
Stick with the accent you got down.
There you go. Now, let's see this thing. You put this whole thing together for yourself?
Yes, I did.
What about, now, folks, we're going to give a couple away. Can we give a couple away?
Sure.
All
I'll
right.
sign them and everything.
Oh, all right.
Nice.
Now, this looks like it's really, a company did that? You designed it, though,
Well,
right?
the first about 300 that I sold, I had did up myself in my room on my computer and my CD burner and stuff like that. And but it took me 3 hours to do up 12 of them. So I was like, well, I went home on leave. What I did is I had a company back home do up 1,000 on Farm, and they cleaned up the graphics a little bit, and it's like, as far as the music, the only thing that really changed, they kind of EQ'd it out a little bit, brought the bass up here, stuff like that. But other than that, everything's, was exactly the same as the way I did it,
All right, if
right.
you didn't have a band and all you had was a computer, how did you make a CD?
Well, I sang the notes, no, I'm just kidding.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Well, that was I got a keyboard. It's a Roland XP50, and it has sampled sounds on it. And it had a sampled guitar sound, drums and everything. And so what I did is I would actually play out the notes, beat by beat on my keyboard. And the only thing you can really tell, it's not, a lot of it sounds real. If you went to the trained ear, like the drums sound real good, the piano sounds good, the bass. But the electric guitar sounds kind of a cheesy electric, synthesized type sound. But other than that, everything sounds. It's a long, tedious process, basically.
All right, in the studio with us, we're talking to Corporal Daryl Myers. He works up at Camp Schwab. He's an electrical equipment repair specialist. But the thing about it is, he put out a CD. Now, why did you decide to put out a CD? He put out a CD, where you can pick it. You can pick this up over at the Kadena BX, correct?
Any PX.
Any BX or PX, you can pick this up. If there's CDs in there, just go to the country section. You see old Daryl on the front cover with his, is that a Stetson?
Yes, it is.
I gotta, yeah, that's right. You gotta have a Stetson, 100% beaver fur felt. I used to sell cowboy hats. Now check this out. On the back of the album, it says produced by Daryl Myers, recorded by Daryl Myers at Daryl Myers Studios. I like that. His barracks room, Camp Schwab, Okinawa, Japan. It's got his phone number there. But what'd you do? You just took it all and then went back to Mobile and mixed it?
Right. Well, I said before I mixed everything and all on my computer and everything myself, and I was selling them on my own. And I said when I went home, I wanted a bunch of them done up. So I just took a master copy that I had and just gave it to the company. And they redid it and did all the graphics over and everything. Just cleaned it up a little bit for me.
Does this guy have initiative or what?
Nice.
Good stuff.
Let's hear some.
You know what? Exactly. Enough talking about it. Let's hear a sample of this. We're going to play a couple samples. This one is called She's Gone and Done It. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
No, I never thought she'd leave. She's gone and done it.
All right, there you go. She's gone and done it. All right, good job there.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm
All by
telling
himself
you.
without a band.
So when did you start?
Very
When did you start
convincing.
getting into it? I know you put together. You just layered it, right, and it put different tracks on top of tracks.
Right.
I had to explain how that is done to Amanda. slap yourself on the hand there, you. Very good. But you did it all in the barracks room.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can do in the barracks when you're bored.
It doesn't seem like you're very bored. It seems
Nah,
like you were
I
very
enjoy it.
busy.
Yeah.
You put together 10 songs. This 10-song CD is produced by Daryl Myers. Now, if you open it up, produced by Daryl Myers, all songs written and performed by Daryl Myers. Man, Daryl Myers it's like Vincent Gallo. There's Daryl Myers all over the place, which is really cool. So, how long were you playing music when you were a little kid, or was it just there was just music in the house?
Well, it was when I was like in 6th grade. I wanted to play football, baseball on teams, but my parents were afraid I'd get hurt, so I joined the band. So I started playing trumpet, and then in high school moved up to different instruments and stuff like that. And so I've always, that's when I got into liking a lot of the classical and jazz and stuff like that, and I've written different styles of music, but I'm just concentrating on country right now as far as
Sounds
singing.
good.
And so when I was a senior in high school, I had the opportunity to get a full-paid scholarship to the University of Alabama or LSU, but it had to be a had to be a music major.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought at them my only choices were being a band director or a professional tuba player. That didn't really interest me. So it wasn't until when I was 21, I started able to go into a lot of the country bars, and then doing karaoke, and I actually started singing. That I realized I liked singing, and then later on I got into songwriting and then recording, and so that's when probably about a year before I got into the military is when I decided that I wanted to pursue music as a profession, whether it be songwriting, singing, recording, publishing, producing, whatever it is I can do.
Anything to have your hand in the music game.
Right.
Yeah, I know how you feel.
Right.
Anything and everything. Daryl Myers is in the studio with us. He put out a CD. It's called Solid Gold. You can pick it up at all the BXs, PXs, all right, out in town. He's going to sign a few and give them away. How about that?
That'll work.
We mentioned where Daryl was from, okay? All right? So all you got to do is tell me, where's Daryl from? 645-2300. We'll take the first caller. You're going to get Daryl Myers, Solid Gold. We're going to hear another track off it. This is called A Prayer Away.
Yes, I will only be a prayer away.
That's A Prayer Away by Daryl Myers from his debut CD,
Yes. it is.
Solid Gold. Produced, written, and performed by Daryl Myers in his barracks room up at Camp Schwab. I love that. That's a great thing just to, now you just right there, producing it in your barracks room, took away all, there's nothing to do on Okinawa. How about producing a CD? That's awesome. That is awesome. Now, what's special about On a Prayer, or excuse me, A Prayer Away? What is special about that song?
Well, when I went home on leave, I went up to Nashville and signed a publishing contract for that song with a company, Iron Skillet Music, up there in Nashville, and so they're in the process of cutting a demo and shopping it around for me to different record labels and artists and things like that.
Now, what does that mean as far as money terms? Do you get money off of this?
Yeah,
or do
you
you
get royalties, for example, every CD sold, what are they selling them back in the States now, like 16 something a CD?
Mm-hmm.
something like that?
I'm used to like $12.95 here in the PX. But so everybody gets like the record label, they get their portion, it's artists and then like publishing companies kind of down there at the bottom of the totem pole, along with songwriters. So
Yeah, but your name's on a CD.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
but that's cool. So you get a little percentage of the money that they.
Exactly.
Well,
Plus
that's
all the every time they played on radios and sheet music and all that kind of stuff. So
the thing about it is.
You're
It's
almost
really,
famous.
but you're almost famous. But the thing about it is, it's more of like, well, what'd you do in your lifetime? Well, I raised a couple of kids. I did this. What'd you do? Well, I raised a couple of kids. I blah 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 house. I put out a CD and then produced and something like that. And it's something you can show your grandkids.
Right.
Are
see
you
me on the-
in a Marine Corps uniform?
yeah, I'll wear it on occasion.
On occasion.
Maybe a Marine Corps t-shirt, huh?
I'm trying to see if I can wear my cowboy hat with my alphas to the ball. I don't know if that's
Oh,
gonna
I
go
don't
or
think
not.
that's going
I
to fly. No, I don't think
Oh.
so. You'll have some first sergeant or sergeant major saying, "Excuse me, Marine," or some sergeant for that matter, or some lance corporal.
I wouldn't
All
do it.
right, Daryl Myers is in the studio with us. We're talking about Solid Gold. It's his debut CD. He did it in his barracks room. He put it together in his barracks room up at Camp Schwab. Now, he has a website if you want more information on him. It's www.darylmyers.com. That's DARYLMYERS.com. And you're pretty much the businessman. You got the cards, you got the CD, you got the music. And give me another number. Let's pick out another song. Which one do you want to play?
Let's see what the number track.
Just give me
Let's
the
do
name.
number 1.
Number 1?
Yeah.
Solid Gold, I Love You.
Let's give away another CD too.
I want to give away another CD. How about that?
I'll sign them, and I remember when I signed these CDs, y'all can sell them on eBay for $5,000. And I want to buy 2, one to keep and one for eBay.
Make sure you check out Daryl's website. That's www.darylmyers.com. And going to give away a CD. Let's see. I just gave you the website. We'll take the third caller, 645-2300, that can tell us Daryl's website. All right? 645-2300. This is Solid Gold, I Love You, Daryl Myers.
I guess she meant what she said when she said goodbye. Yes, I'm changing my ways, and this is the brand new me.
Solid Gold, I Love You. That's a titled track off of Daryl Myers' CD, Solid Gold. Congratulations to John Reynolds. He was the third caller. He knew the Daryl's website. It's www.darylmyers.com. John is the warrant officer over at HMM 262. Good job. Good job. Daryl Myers is in the studio. We're talking about his CD, Solid Gold. Produced it in his barracks room. That's
Awesome.
quite a... Now, did you do it? You just produced it all to a computer?
Right, I have a computer with a different software, editing software like that, so using the keyboard MIDI and then audio software to just record it and lay all the tracks down.
All right.
You can get your copy at any BX or PX on the island.
Or you can win it right here. Now, Daryl is what you call I guess a local celebrity, you call it. So he has a couple stories. What about you? Now, you live in the barracks.
Yes.
Okay, you're single man, single ladies.
Yes, that's right.
You're single man, and he lives in the barracks up on Camp Schwab. And go ahead and tell us about what happens in the barracks when you start recording.
Well, of course, I'm in the barracks, and the Marines do have a tendency to get a little drunk and rowdy every now and then, having a good time.
How about we just say rowdy?
Nah, but so I'll be recording, and have my headphones on, fixing to record a track, and all of a sudden you hear, woo, and screaming and hollering down. So I tried to put like a sign up on my door one time, trying do not disturb. Record in progress. Of course, that just makes it even worse. They start knocking on the door. Hey, man, what you recording? Or they knock real soft. So I thought if I knocked soft, you wouldn't be able to hear me. And I'm like, that's why I put the sign up there. But we're not the brightest bunch in the world, but we get by.
But we do have a good time.
Yes, we do.
Now, well, you really can't modify your room into a studio, can you? You can't put up like the sonophone that we
like
have
back
in
home
here.
in my studio, I had the foam and everything set up, but I didn't know if for field day inspection if they'd like come through and see all this. It was bad enough with mixers and processors and everything else around, So.
Yeah. So how do you keep that stuff all clean? You got to keep it all.
I got
dust covers and all the nice
Marine Corps issue blankets, that they give.
No kidding, the big big wool itchy ones.
No, I have one of those the little thin
Hand
ones that
kind
they
of
give.
ones,
Yeah.
the thin ribbed ones.
That they
Alright.
give from
So your room's
Supply.
just full of
And
recording
towels,
equipment.
Yeah.
There you
Well,
go.
it wasn't. I had my room by myself for a while, but the barracks got crowded, so they doubled up corporals. So I had to break a lot of it down, and everything. And
How was
no
your
matter
room?
what.
How'd your roommate take it? Was he cool?
Well,
with it?
he's been there longer than I have, so we both have a lot of stuff. We're all crowded in this little shack.
Daryl Myers in the studio with us. Daryl, I want to thank you for coming in.
Thank you very much.
And you're always welcome here. Anytime you play the clubs around there, come on down and we'll play some music, talk a little about your music. And when you're putting out something new, make sure you remember Wave 89. All right, I'm going to give away another C.
That'll work.
All right, 645-2300. I'm going to be a nice guy about this, okay?
All right.
I'll take the 10th caller. 645-2300. That's Daryl Myers in the studio with us. Daryl, thanks again.
Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Enjoyed it.
You're always welcome.